Oh,
welcome back. Grab your forks. It's time to dig in for a little second breakfast. Our next guest back with us today to share a tasty recipe for her savory egg pie.
I love pie. We welcome Richmond entrepreneur Christy O back to our live show. Welcome back, girlfriend.
Hey, girl.
Thank you, guys. I'm so glad to be
like
back.
a beautiful woman that cooks. I'm for it, man.
You know, and handsome gentlemen that like to eat.
That's us.
So I did know that Bill loves pie.
I do.
So we are making today our savory egg pie. This is an amazing recipe because you can use it as lunch, brunch, dinner, whatever you want.
Midnight snack.
Midnight snack is good for anything, right? So we're going to go ahead and dive in and get started. The first thing we're going to do...
Well, savory egg pie, Christy, is this a quiche?
So, Greg, that's a great question.
Yeah.
It's like a quiche, but there's no real crust. So, and you're going to see how we're going to make the edge of the pie.
All right.
And actually, I'm going to get Bill to get started on that. So we're going to take our
Through the short straw again, buddy.
Hey, there's no short straws in this kitchen.
What am I doing?
So we're going to take the butter, which I've already softened, and you're going to rim the entire pie plate. And you can use a 9-inch round pan, or you can just go for a pie plate, whatever you want.
Awesome.
And it's nice and softened. It's okay.
Good. Don't give him the knife.
Maybe you'll get the knife today.
She gives me the soft stuff. You get the knife.
So we also have already preheated our oven to 350. You're going to do the edges and the bottom.
Oh,
okay.
And you know what? You can never have too much butter. So, Bill, you're doing great.
What will this do? Will this create sort of a foundation, Christy?
Exactly. So this
nothing like a butter foundation.
Yes, yes. You know you're on the right track when you have a butter foundation. All right, so we're going to start next with 3 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. And I've actually made this recipe before, so I'm actually not going to measure. What I do is I just fill the bottom.
Well, you have that expert eye, though, too, Christy. Seriously, yeah.
So, yes, exactly. I've done it before, so we can kind of wing this with
She's
the
a
look.
professional.
And what we're going to do is fill the bottom. And
well, you really are putting it in there thick, though.
Because this is your crust. This is all you're going to have. So, Bill, now what you're going to do is you're going to kind of shake to get the...
Make sure it covers.
Shake it all, right? Shake it all. Okay.
Well, it was warmed up from that last tease.
So we're going to get the Parmesan to go all the way around the bowl,
so you're putting the Parmesan...
So we're coating. We're going to coat that butter.
Oh, okay.
Again, why I said you can't have too much butter because we're going to coat that.
Okay.
So, yeah, just keep... He's doing great. I think Bill's done this before.
I've shook before, I'll tell you that.
All right, so while he's doing that, I'm going to have Greg. So the recipe calls for actually 2 cups of shredded cheese. Now today I'm going to use some shredded cheese and fresh mozzarella. So we're going to just measure out 1 cup.
1 cup?
1 cup of the shredded cheese. That's the 1 cup right here.
Oh, look at this. Fancy pants with you. Okay, 1 cup of this.
1 cup.
Do you like to use a little low fat at all, Christy? If in fact somebody wants to watch their weight.
Somebody could. I don't like to.
Just in terms of the taste?
But
no, she doesn't like to.
I think sometimes the way it bakes, it doesn't bake the same, so I don't really like to risk low fat.
Moderation,
You know, yeah.
There we go.
All right, so then we're just going to dump this on the bottom.
Boom.
All right.
All right.
Shaking again.
Yeah, that's right. You got it, Bill. All right. And
this is like cooking with children, isn't it?
It is. It's not like cooking with children. It is cooking with children.
Right, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to use fresh mozzarella. I love this. If any of you guys ever use fresh mozzarella, it's great plain. It's amazing on a grilled cheese. Anything you want.
Tomato on it.
Yes, and we are going to be using tomato today, Greg.
Perfect.
All right, so we're going to line the bottom with the fresh mozzarella.
It's like a pizza.
It kind of is, and it tastes amazing. All right, so we're going to line the bottom like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to cut fresh tomato. All right. So, Greg, I heard you're amazing in the kitchen with a knife, right?
Not from Hanover, but I can do it.
Don't worry, these tomatoes might not be either.
Yeah,
so we're just going to cut slices, and I did pre-slice a few, so I'm going to kind of start lining it while Greg's cutting the tomatoes.
Thin?
So again,
do you like it thick? I mean,
I'd say that's perfect. Exactly what you're doing. So we're going to just line it like this. And you can do tomato, you could actually saute spinach and onion, whatever you choose to do, just make sure it's about 4 to 6 ounces, which is about 1 cup to 1.5 cups, and you're just gonna sprinkle it over. And he's got some great slices here for me that I'm gonna chunk in.
And the more the merrier at this point.
The more the merrier, the more cheese, the more veggie, everything. All right, so that's perfect.
You know, and this is looking pretty healthy as well.
Yeah,
it is.
So why use the low-fat cheese? Just go for it, right? All right, then what we're gonna do, whenever I use tomato, I like to give it a little bit of salt. Because we want to make sure we bring the flavor out. So we're going to sprinkle that over. All right.
And that's sea salt?
I like just flicking everything.
And then what we're going to do...
This is not a clean kitchen. I like Making it rain or snow.
The floor crew's going to have a mess to clean up, but that's
Sorry,
their problem.
guys.
We'll be eating.
All right, so
We'll
then
save
we've
them a
already
piece.
pre-sliced fresh basil.
Oh, you
and
can
who
smell
doesn't
that.
love,
Yeah.
Take a good sniff of that.
Walk into the
Bill.
studio, you
I can
smell
smell
it.
from here, yeah.
So
Smells
we're going
great.
to, generous portions too. I love to use fresh basil in things. All right.
Okay.
Now this is ready other than the clabber. So now we're going to mix that. All right, so I'm going to put this aside for just a second.
Okay. And how far in advance would you like to make this? Is
So
it
that's
right
a good
before?
question. So actually, I could make this now and bake it in the morning.
Okay.
I could make it now, bake it right away. So you can kind of do either way.
We vote for right away.
And that's what we're going to go with today.
Okay.
And the other thing is, if you do want to make it the next day, don't add the clabber we're going to make until you're ready to bake.
Under
Okay.
a minute, honey.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. All right, so this time goes fast. All right, really quickly, we're
Yes.
going to put in a half a cup of flour.
The novices are going to step away and then you
Get
take
up.
it. Let's do
Clear
it.
the area.
All right.
Okay.
Woo. All right. Clabber is going to be our mixture of like the flour and the milk. All right, I'm going to need some help. Half a cup of half and half a cup of heavy whipping cream right in there. So we're going to have 1 full cup of
Half a
that.
cup.
Boom.
Yep.
We have 30 seconds.
Okay,
Let's do it.
I'll do
3/4
that.
teaspoon of baking powder in there.
Baking powder.
Okay, 1/8 teaspoon of white
Perfect.
pepper.
Can I put it in?
In it
1/8
goes.
teaspoon, pour it in.
I poured it in.
Of
Yes.
parsley, go for it.
I love
1/8
this.
teaspoon of nutmeg.
It really
All
was.
right.
And of these things.
All right, we're gonna
How about the
spin
egg
it.
that
We're
just
gonna
fell on the
spin it.
floor?
Oh,
Yes.
it's 4 eggs.
Fantastic.
4 eggs.
And then it's
Get
this.
that. Let's
All
do
right,
this.
Let's put it in the oven.
Let's get it
There
out
are
of the
people
oven.
in the dining room
There it
waiting.
is.
Oh, wow, look at this.
We would like to thank Christy and all of our guests
good.
here today on Virginia This Morning and this week here. Keep on going, keep going.
Okay.
Let's do this.
And real quick,
Yeah, we
also,
look forward to
again,
seeing you.
everybody
That's
gets
good.
sugar. And
Monday morning at 9 o'clock.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
This
oh,
is
man.
so good.
love it.
I love this.
Come on.
Oh, my stars. You're the best.
That